Electric car company NIO. I'm sure you've heard of them. Well, they're about to enter the European car market. In fact, they've already entered the European car market. And one of the biggest German car magazines or car websites just said that their electric car is better than BMW, Mercedes, and Audi electric cars. In fact, it won their coveted award. Interesting that everyone is staying pretty quiet on this news. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. NIO's CEO recently has said a few crazy things. I'll put a link in the description below to the video I made about his comments on Tesla. I strongly disagree with what he said. The reasons for why he said it, I understand them. I do think they were a big mistake. However, you have to admit NIO's electric cars are very, very compelling. They're impressive cars. There's absolutely no question about that, especially the new ET5. I think when the ET5 hits the market in Germany, it will be very, very, very popular. I'm pretty convinced BMW, Mercedes, and Audi all know about the ET5. I think they all know about NIO's electric cars. And I'm pretty sure that now they all know NIO is stealing awards from Germany that German car makers have always won. So what is going on here? Well, I can tell you first of all that the German automotive industry are very concerned about Tesla, very concerned about Chinese electric car companies, and now they are lobbying the American government to change the rules in America on the IRA. It should be, I mean, come on, allow German EVs made in Germany to qualify for the subsidies as well. You know, come on, we're your friends. You should do this for us, right? That's what they're saying. Well, now I think they're probably even more concerned. If you think about it, Tesla Model Y, best-selling car in Europe, period. I mean, doesn't matter if it's EV or gas, best-selling car. And, well, Tesla's obviously ramping production at Germany, ramping production at China as well, sending those cars from China straight to Germany so that Tesla can beat BMW, which they will within the next probably 6 months in vehicle sales in Germany. When that happens, well, I think BMW's CEO might just start to regret some of the ridiculous comments he's made over the past year and a half, and the fact that he firmly still believes that hydrogen is the type of vehicle which will fuel the future, which will become the dominant type of car. Now, to me, the fact that he believes that means he should be fired immediately. Do you agree with that comment? Should he be leading this company if he doesn't believe that EVs are the future? If he's put his brain to work thinking, how are we going to conquer the market? Oh, I know. We'll make lots of hydrogen-powered cars because that's the future. Is that a good move? No, I don't think it is personally. But anyhow, on the 9th of November, NIO, Chinese automaker, announced that its ET7 sedan won the Golden Steering Wheel 2022 award in the category of medium and upper class in Germany. Who else do you think competes in medium and upper class in Germany? Well, it's pretty obvious, right? The Golden Steering Wheel is one of the most prestigious and oldest automotive competitions for new car models in Germany since 1976. And it was competing against EVs from BMW, Mercedes, and Audi. Some 47 new models were competing for the 2022 Golden Steering Wheel, distributed across 11 categories. 3 finalists were selected for each category and evaluated by an expert panel, says Car News China. Now, there's a good chance you're watching this video and you're thinking, the NIO ET7, I don't even know what that is, whatever. Well, the NIO ET7 is the 4th NIO electric car after the NIO ES8, the NIO ES6, and the NIO EC6. And it's a big car. It's a fair bit bigger than a Tesla Model 3. It's closer in size to a Tesla Model S, slightly bigger than a Model S. It's also the first car NIO built which has LiDAR. Currently, they have 3 models. The price is 458,000 RMB to 536,000 RMB, which in US dollars means the cheapest model is 67,600 US dollars. The top model is about 80,000 US dollars. Battery packs. The cheapest model, 75 kilowatt hour battery, that gives a 500 kilometer range. The biggest battery is a 100 kilowatt hour battery, and that gives a 700 kilometer range. There is a 150 kilowatt hour enormous battery pack. NIO says that gives the car 1,000 kilometers of range. I made a video about that as well at the time. That was quite a while back. Will it really do 1,000 kilometers? Probably not. But it is the NEDC cycle. I would suggest about 850 kilometers. So yeah, that's a lot more range than most gas-powered cars. In fact, Most gas-powered sedans that you can buy, petrol-powered sedans that you can buy, don't do 850 kilometers of range in the real world. Their claims might be that, but in the real world, they don't do that, obviously. So the size of this vehicle, it's 5.1 meters long. Wheelbase, 3,060 millimeters, so around about a 3 meter wheelbase, and it's 2 meters wide, or 1,987 millimeters. You've got to say, it's a very striking looking car. The ET7 sedan has a very good drag coefficient. That's what helps give it the good range that it has. The drag CD is 0.208. And the powertrain, it comes with 2 electric motors. The front motor has 180 kilowatt. The rear motor has 300 kilowatt. That means it has a combined power of 480 kilowatt, or 652 horsepower and 850 newton meters of torque. That's a huge amount of power. It'd feel like a sledgehammer hitting you on the back driving this thing, I reckon. Now, the car has actually been reviewed by car journalists in the US and other countries as well. Here in Australia, some of the biggest journalists reviewed it and they said it was actually really good. The interior gets a lot of light. It has a panoramic sunroof and it's very simple. It's actually very similar to a Tesla EV in a lot of ways, except for the fact that it has a portrait touchscreen instead of the horizontal one you see in the Tesla Model S. There's no glove box though, interestingly. Other main features include a 10.2 inch digital instrument panel. That's the screen in front of the driver. There's a 12.8 inch touchscreen, which I think is a bit small for this kind of car. I think it should be a bit bigger, but that's just my take. And it has a digital assistant. Plus it has a heads up display, a 4K driving recorder, so you can record while you're driving, kind of like in your Tesla vehicle where you can have the car record as you drive. Has 5G wireless, Wi-Fi 6.0, Bluetooth 5.2, and a 23 speaker sound system. It's very much marketed in China as a premium brand. So I think that you have to consider the fact, right? If German automotive journalists are saying this is better than electric cars coming from car brands in their own country, remember, these German automotive brands, I mean, these guys, where do they get paid? Who pays them? Who's paying for the advertising that makes their company exist? They don't exist without advertisers, right? They can't make their publications, their websites. They can't pay their salaries without companies like BMW, Mercedes, and Audi paying to advertise on their sites. And then they go and give this award to NIO from China. You've got to be thinking they must have been 100% convinced that this car was better. Otherwise, why would you do this? I'm actually really surprised. But hey, what does this signify? It's a changing of the guard. In Europe, vehicles that are made in China or by Tesla in Berlin will dominate the market within the next couple of years. And I think the European Union will probably start to introduce something like the IRA in North America. In fact, probably a pretty good chance they're talking about doing exactly that now. Why would I say that? Well, you know who dominates the European Union, who has a lot of power? Germany. You know what Germany needs to exist as a first world country? It's automotive brands. It's its number one export. It's its number one product. It's the biggest part of the German economy. If it loses a massive percentage of vehicle sales, well, how do you think that's going to affect them? It's going to be pretty bad. So I think it's fair to say that these premium brands, BMW, Mercedes, and Audi, well, they need to get their act together, and very, very fast. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, my friends, have a great day, and I'll see you again on the next video. Bye-bye.